Under new business.
Brownfield Board.
Oh, okay. You want to go, Larry, or you want me to?
Go ahead, Mark. I got a sore throat.
Okay. Larry and I looked over the letters. We reviewed all the applicants, and it's our recommendation that we go with the boards to a 3-member board with a non-voting BOC liaison, Board of Commissioners liaison. They'll meet once a month and appoint new members as recommended. Now, do I give out the names that we picked out?
You got your motions down.
Oh, okay. Want me to go right into the motions, Jack?
Yeah.
Do we have to kind of,
Well,
we are restructuring the whole boards?
Yeah.
Do people know that we're restructuring all this? Starting
Well,
over from
we're going to
scratch?
make, that's in the motion, so we can discuss it after we make the motion.
Right.
So, I'm going to make a motion,
Go into the motion.
Mr. Chairman, to restructure the Oscoda County Economic Development Corporation, the EDC Board, as of January 1st, 2014, by reducing the membership to a 3-member board and 1 Board of Commissioner liaison, non-voting. Hold 1 board meeting per month, subject to county per diem. And that's the motion for the economic development.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Wilson. Any discussion?
I guess I have a question. I mean, what is the purpose of the Brownfield Board?
That's a hazardous board.
And it's a
It
requirement.
has, it's like,
We have to have one.
yeah, that's the law.
And do they need to meet every month?
No, they're just a fill-in if something happens and something's going on, and they meet in like when Hoskins went out of business, they were involved in all the cleanup and stuff.
One of the, I guess I might as well approach this right now. One of the reasons we're restructuring some of these boards is we want to see some cooperation between the boards. We want to see these boards, what's the word I'm looking for?
Work together.
Work together. Thank you, Barry.
You're welcome.
And we think,
Collaborative effort.
yes, and we think we're going to get this with the people we elected. So, and we'll go into the motions to who we appointed next.
Okay, we have a motion made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next.
Okay. I'll make a motion to appoint Tim James, Andy Welser Jr., and Michael Smith represent the Oscoda County Economical Development Corporation, EDC, and Brownfield Board as of January 1st, 2014. With the first order of business to amend the bylaws to reflect the restructure of the EDC and Brownfield Board by January 28, 2014, therefore superseding all previous EDC and Brownfield Board appointments and terms and bylaws. Basically, you guys are going to be changing the numbers.
I'll support.
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Berner. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next.
Another motion to send a letter of appreciation to the current EDC and Brownfield board members not selected in the restructure of the Oscoda County Economical Development Corporation and Brownfield Board as of January 1st, 2014, and to send notification to the newly appointed EDC and Brownfield board members.
Support.
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Wilson. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Okay, this we're going to talk about the Planning Commission Board, kind of the same motions. A motion to restructure the Planning Commission Board as of January 1st, 2014 by reducing the membership to a 3-member board and 1-member Board of Commissioner liaison, non-voting. Hold 1 board meeting per month, subject to the county per diem.
I'll support.
Go
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Christenberry. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next.
keep on going. A motion to appoint Tim Jenks, Robert Madison, and Ann Galbraith to represent the Oscoda County Planning Commission Board as of January 1st, 2014, with the first order of business to amend the County Planning Commission Ordinance 2010-001 to reflect this restructure of the Planning Commission Board by January 28, 2014, therefore superseding all previous motions regarding the Planning Commission appointments in terms of the County Ordinance Motion 2013-253.
Support.
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Wilson. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
A motion to send a letter of appreciation to current Planning Commission Board members not selected in the restructure of the Oscoda County Planning Commission Board as of January 1st, 2014, and to send notification to the new appointed Planning Commission Board members.
Support.
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Wilson. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Welcome, Mr. Jenks.
And AJ.
Hopefully you guys will
AJ's
work
gone.
together and get something done.
AJ, move.
I moved to the window, see. He took Dwayne's seat. Okay, website.
Okay, financial motions needed. Yes, Dan, you're first.
Well, I'm just, in my proposal is to redesign the Oscoda County website from scratch. And that's for several different reasons. One is now I'm using HTML, which is basically the code used to design the web page. I'm using HTML. It's very extremely time consuming to go into a website and edit the HTML code. It's kind of an old-fashioned way to do it. But that's what I've been doing, and it works fine for small-scale changes. Any big-scale change, or if somebody adds a whole new page that they want to do, it's even more time-consuming. So, and then the second reason is just because it's dated. You know, it's obviously dated, and we try to do the best we can in making it look fresh and keeping the information current, but it's still, you know, it's showing its age. It's about, I believe it was 2000, was it 2008? Brenda, you might remember.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And it's just time, I think, based on just the design of it, just to update it. So we're going to get rid of the old HTML editing. We're going to add the ability to edit with, it's called WYSIWYG, but it's the easiest way to describe it is like if you're working with Microsoft Word, you can just change the formatting, you can insert pictures, you can do all that kind of a thing without coding anything. You just drag stuff in, you drop it in, you upload it to the site, and it's there.
A lot faster.
Extremely better way to do it, and a lot faster. It's not going to take as much time to do the changes. And one key thing that I think is really important is it's going to allow for people that don't know anything about how to do HTML, it's going to allow them to edit their own page if they want to. So if something happens to me, or if I'm not available or something like that, a person that's savvy could get into the site and change their own stuff, and it would be updated. I'm not proposing any new dollars go to this. It'd be dollars that were left over from the existing 2013 budget, mostly, and then a little bit from next year.
Well, I agree with Dan from the standpoint that I do know that our current website was extremely good at the time it was developed, but at this point I think it's very difficult to maneuver, and I think it's time for us to update. And I did in fact visit probably 3 or 4 of the sites that were developed by Echelon Web Design, and I was quite impressed with her ability, and would recommend that we go ahead make this motion, if someone would care to make that motion.
I wanted to mention just one more thing too, is people are really not accessing websites as much from their computers anymore. Tablets, yes, but even more so phones. Something small. They're accessing it from that. The beauty of what she does with her designs is they size themselves down to an appropriate size for a phone automatically. So you got all this information. It reads how big of a thing you're looking at, and it says, okay, I can fit this much information, so it does. But when you go to a phone, it reduces all that down, takes a lot of the pictures out, and just puts the essential information on your phone. So you can actually surf our website. If we approve this, we can search our website from a phone, which is what everybody's doing now anyhow.
Yes.
But so I just wanted to add that.
Thank you.
So, I just have a quick question for Dan. Will this be able to be used like Internet Explorer, Firefox,
Oh, yeah.
Chrome, Pandora?
Sure. Yep.
And
Any modern browser.
Android?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's going to be designed in a program called WordPress, which is really a popular format these days.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Yes, Jason.
On my side of things, will help out a lot too, because a lot of the forms that we use for just to enter truck checks and uniform requests and stuff, we can put onto the web and actually do it through an employee site, off the main site itself. So that'll help out a lot on our side too. It's something I was planning to do anyway, but this is a much more economically feasible way to do it. So
Thank
that
you.
helps around.
Would someone care to make the motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the proposal for website development for Oscoda County by Echelon Web Designer as outlined and authorized a $2,500 retainer payable out of the IT department budget 101-258-775-period, and the balance of $1,000 upon completion as set forth and so amend the budget 2013/2014 budget.
I have a motion by Berner, supported by Christenberry. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Berner?
Yes.
Commissioner Christenberry?
Yes.
Commissioner Gratner?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes.
And Commissioner Kitchener?
Yes. You're in business, Dan.
I think everybody's going to be really happy with what she comes up with.
We better.
You will. You will. I promise.
Come on, your paycheck.
Okay, Sheriff's Secretary's step increase. When Mark and I did the wages a year ago, what we did is instead of giving the Sheriff's Secretary the full increase that everyone else got, she actually got 38 cents, which should have at that time been added to her step increases. And that's what this motion is going to do. Add that 38 cents to her step increases.
So you're going to make an adjustment to that motion that the board made?
Not retro, no.
She's gonna be
We're just
losing
gonna
just a
amend it.
little bit on this last page, because the clerk's office, she had her step increase, so basically there's a,
December 7th?
In January, she got the 38 cents on her wage.
Right.
But there was a motion made on 2011-303 where it was approved that she would get a 3-year step increase. She had a 90-day and then a 1 year at 1423, a 2 year at 1467, and a 3 year at 1512.
Correct.
With the 38 cents, it took her to 1461. So in my thought process is she gets a 6-cent pay increase to bring her up to the 1467, which this motion agrees to.
No, our motion is adding 38 cents to the baseline.
And it was. On to her 1423, she was given 38
only one of the
cents.
step increases though, Jerry. I think much like all the other employees, it needed to be added to her pay scale added to each one of the step increases.
One of the step increases should have 38
Should have been
cents
reflected, right.
addition.
And
That's
Jerry
fine, as long
Jerry
as
was
you guys-
paying correctly, based off of your motion, or the previous motion by the previous board. I have no problem with what Jerry had done. I'm just trying to clarify and be able to, get the board's opinion on that, and I'm hopeful that you'll add the 38 cents to each one of those step increases, and hers being the newest one rather than the 1467, it should be the 1505, right?
Correct.
Okay, because on the third year, it's 1512, so then that should be increased by,
38 cents.
15.50.
Right.
1550.
But what?
and I'm going by what a motion is that was in her, and like I told Kevin, I'm not debating that, I'm trying to follow what the motion was presented to me that was put in her payroll file.
And we're adding this motion to it.
Okay, so as long as I have something to cover.
Yes.
I would just ask whether or not it's going to be retro back, because there's I believe one pay, or is there two in there?
There'll be two now.
This will be the second pay, correct? I would just ask, and I think the first one was a partial, maybe there was some days or otherwise, I would just ask whether or not you were going to retro back to the last two pays or otherwise. I just couldn't get it before the board, obviously with the timeliness of this.
By her anniversary date of fire.
Well, her anniversary date is what, December 7th?
I believe so, yes.
I don't know why I remember that, but I do.
See, very nice.
Good job.
Well, it's Pearl Harbor Day, so.
So you could retro back to December.
So you want to go back to December 7th, retro?
Correct.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to amend the approved step increase schedule for motion 211-303 by 38 cents for the Sheriff's Department's administrative assistant, confidential secretary, and supersedes as follows, with the start wage of $13.78 per hour, 90 days $14.19, 1 year $14.61, 2 years $15.05, and a third year at $15.50. And so amend the 2014 budget and retroactive pay back to December 7th.
I'll support.
A motion by Berner, supported by Christenberry. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Claims and audit.
Okay, make a motion to approve the claims and audits for December 30th, 2013 in the amount of $57,930.63.
Second. I was gonna say, does that include the ambulance? The ambulance. We have to add the ambulance in there?
Well,
No, that'd be the next
No,
one.
it didn't.
Next time.
It does include Dan's.
oh, it does, additional.
Okay.
I have a motion by Christenberry. Did someone second? Seconded by Wilson. Any good discussion? Any more discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Grantner?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes.
Commissioner Kushnick?
Yes.
Commissioner Berner?
Yes.
Commissioner Christenberry?
Yes.
Okay, we have three motions that need to be made here. One involving the law library.
Starting with that one, Jack?
Starting with the law library, yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion to move $500 from contingency to appropriations and authorize the treasurer to transfer $500 immediately from appropriations 101-965-999.03. Law library transfers out for law libraries transfer in 269,000-699.00, and so amend the 2013 budget.
I'll support.
I have a motion by Grantner, supported by Christenberry. Any discussion? Roll call?
Commissioner Barr?
Yes.
Commissioner Christenberry?
Yes.
Commissioner Gretner?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fishner?
Yes. Child care.
I'll make a motion to authorize the treasurer to transfer $5,000 immediately from appropriations 101-965-999.02, child care transfer out to child care transfer in 231-000-699.00, and so amend the 2013 budget.
I have a motion by Werner, supported by Wilson. Any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Fishner?
Yes.
Commissioner Barner?
Yes.
Commissioner Christenberry?
Yes.
Commissioner Gretner?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes.
Now we have one by the clerk, Register of Deeds.
I have the money in my rod fund to pay for that out of my tech fund, so. I just
And
wanted-
isn't your old micro scanner, like the Angels of God made that?
Well, I had two of them and the one broke, so this will be a new addition.
Maybe on the 8th day, from what I understand.
6,000.
No, it's 75.
And that's true, you have to take it apart and move it into the vault when you need it, or did I just hear rumors? That you have to disassemble it to move it in? Or?
No,
No?
not this, you mean?
No, not the new one. The
Oh,
old
no,
one.
the old one's set up on the shelf and they're just wonderful. Huge monsters.
Okay, what are we asking for? $5,175?
Correct. That's 2 free years of warranty, a free screen that goes with it, a monitor screen. So all I'm paying for is the little scan machine.
So basically, the motion to purchase the Scan Pro 800 for $5,175 out of your rod
Yep.
budget.
I'll make a motion to approve the Oscoda County Register of Deeds to purchase the Pro Scan, or Scan Pro 800 in the amount of $5,175.
I'll support.
I have a motion by Christenberry, supported by Werner. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Gretner?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fishner?
Yes.
Commissioner Barner?
Yes.
Commissioner Christenberry?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Any correspondence,
We still have to go this one?
reports, or resolutions?
We tabled that.
We have the Equalization Department report. Any comments, questions? If not, we will move on. We will move on. Committee reports. Mr. Berner? No? Mr. Wilson?
Wait, he is. He's lying to you.
I had one meeting, December 23rd, 2013. We met with the ambulance board that set up for this, the ambulance thing, and went over the propane and that. That was the last meeting. I'm done.
You didn't.
Okay, Mr. Wilson.
1223, Mark and I went over with the EDC, Brownfield Planning Commission, which you guys all heard about. 1226, we did move the Veterans Office. It's now in the DNR building starting the 1st of January. 1227, landfill, MOA. We had a letter from the RER. They are proceeding. They want to expand already. They want 14 acres. They're going to increase 35% more. They're going to start building, we hope, in spring. It's all positive stuff from them. It sounded great. 1227, claims and audit, and that was it.
Thank you. 1216, Council on Aging. Those of you who may have an interest, we are looking for a new board member due to a resignation. If you know of a woman that would be interested, please let me know or have the person or contact the Council on Aging. 1217, the Road Commission beginning to revisit their health insurance and union contracts. They've hired the seasonal people that they need for the winter season. On 1218, the MOA landfill Finance Committee meeting. Expenses are down for December, primarily due to the reduction of leachate processing and hauling. And just to tack on a little bit what Larry reported as far as the Board of Directors meeting at the landfill. Our organizational meeting will be held in conjunction with the regularly scheduled board meeting, the second Friday in January. And RER did in fact state that because of additional electricity demand is why they are talking about expanding the facility that they haven't even started building yet by 35%. So apparently there's a big demand for additional electricity out there. And that's all for me, thank you.
On December the 16th, I went to the District Health Department number 2 meeting. The new health director, Denise Bryan, is, she's just going through every department, updating everything. She updated the IT department. They have like 49 computers where they have the XP programs on them, and they will no longer be in effect after April. She went over the flex request, family medical leave, the meth house here in Mayo. She said it was mostly knotty pine, and the meth residue is hard to clean off of that knotty pine, so they may have to remove that knotty pine. She discussed the insurance for the health department buildings, what their write-offs was for uncollectible accounts. And Dr. Bush gave a short report, and the meeting was closed. On December the 27th, I had claims and audits, and that's it.
Thank you.
I met on the 23rd with Larry, discussed the boards, and then we all went right into the discussion on propane, and that was it.
Thank you. Okay, we're down to public comment. Do we have any public comment today? Yes, AJ.
I just want the public to be aware that when you made this decision for the propane conversion to the ambulances, that our ambulance advisory board was already shut down. We would have liked to have been a part of that party to help make that decision.
Sir, your advisory is not shut down until January 1st.
We were not called in for any meetings. You made your committee members, you excluded us. Thank you.
Well, if I offended you, I am sorry, AJ. But
No, sir. You didn't.
There had been, never mind. I'll skip that. Any other public comment? Yes, Sandy?
I just wanted to say God bless the board for 2014 and youth project and fair project are moving ahead, and I think you can expect some really great things.
Thank you very much.
I'll piggyback on what Sandy said. Been a heck of a year.
Happy New Year, everyone. God bless you all. I'll entertain a motion.
Want to remind them of our organizational meeting?
Organizational meeting will be January 7th, 2014 at 10 o'clock here in this room. And hopefully we'll be better organized next year than we were this year. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to close.
I have a motion by Kristen Berry. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I hear a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Happy New Year.
Yep. You don't want to see Kevin on December what?
Yeah.